Greetings. You'll have to excuse my demeanor at the moment. I'm rather poorly. I'm still rather ill. It's not COVID. I did 2 tests. Anyway, we're here to talk about this disgusting, parasitic, verminous little wretch. Glam slams. A trans person and a trans activist. Now, there's been a great deal of contention regarding trans people of late. As I have documented many times before, a lot of people are wanting to cut away the T from the LGBTQ, mainly due to their dogmatic militant attitudes, the violence, the absolute seething bigotry, and the usual kind of behavior that we've come to expect from them, like being called a transphobe, a bigot, and all that crap if you don't agree with anything that they say. Well, Glam Slams is no different. Actually, he is. He's even worse. Even worse than those negative attributes that I just mentioned. So, let's put on our radiation suits and go forth.
The only divorce that needs to happen is between you and that bad dye that you like to put up in your head that's fried those fucking ends.
Oh my god. Cliched as fuck. Immediately, he associates his detractors with Nazis. We're only a few seconds in.
Just saying. And no, we haven't divorced the T and everything past the LGB.
I did a video addressing exactly this. And clearly there are a lot of people voicing a lot of concerns and voicing their opinions regarding wanting the T's to be expelled from the LGBs.
Just say it. What respectable trans person would want to even have somebody like you with that nasty-ass negative mindset as a friend or even want to be in close proximity of you?
He's got to be talking about himself. He's got to be saying that into a mirror. What makes you think anyone would want to be in close proximity of you and or be associated with you, you rabid cunt?
And if I may ask, are you part of the LGB?
What a extremely irrelevant question.
Because if so, do you think it stops with just the trans people?
I think it stops with the toxic trans people. Much in the way that your leg stops being infected once the infection has been removed. So, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think the people in power that are out to destroy our community are just going to stop with them?
This person's lack of self-awareness is scary and crippling. Think of all the pro-LGBTQ laws. They are all small steps being taken by the government to achieve totalitarianism. And they're using the LGBTQ as human shields by implementing these pro-LGBTQ laws. Meaning that when the government get their little black tentacles all over everything and they gain your trust, when you think that they won't turn against you, they go and do exactly that. And of course you don't see it, because you're a fucking moron.
Because if you do, that's just blatant ignorance.
Projection. Now then, on to the next video. I hope you've emptied your vomit buckets, because there's more.
The term has already caught on. What are you talking about?
Ah yes, the use of the word cis, and how a lot of people don't like it. But he doesn't care about that. He wants you to respect whatever pronouns he has while he gets to label you whatever he wants to label you as. I would call that a privilege.
If you're not trans, you're cis. If you're not cis, you're trans. It's not an insult, and for the fact that you want to keep trying to make it an insult is laughable at best.
Alright then, I'm gonna call you cunt. Not as your actual name, as an actual cunt. From now on, that's how I'm going to identify you as. A cunt. Cunt. We can refer to anyone else exactly how we feel, can't we, cunt? It's not offensive because I say so, alright, cunt?
And might I add, the reason why you actually have rights the way that you are able to have rights these days as a queer person is due to the fact of trans people who came before you and fought for people in our community to have those rights.
And yet you're trampling over other people's rights because you feel it's okay to do that. Yeah, look, trans people are humans, right? Therefore they have human rights. I would say shut the fuck up, cunt. But there's a video to make and I'm only halfway through. Alright, cunt?
Do you know why we have pride?
Yeah, to celebrate the LGBTQ culture. But if you mean pride on an individual level, do you have pride? Cunt. People with open sewer mouths like yours shouldn't even be able to say the word pride. Because people like you have sullied it. You've tarnished what it once was. With your cuntery.
Obviously you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be on the wrong side of history here.
glorified struggle sessions, calling everyone a bigot or a transphobe if you don't agree, doxing people, hounding them online, getting their online accounts destroyed, and you dare to imply that other people are on the wrong side of history. Of course. Well, he's a cunt.
But continue to live in proximity of cis-het normativity.
If any of that means normality, or even safe normality, yeah. I'm going to be very comfortable doing exactly that.
If that's what makes you comfortable.
It does.
But when we're all on the chopping block, just understand, you supported the same people that put us there.
Shut the fuck up. Still got it. Societally speaking, you are putting yourself on the chopping block, just by acting the way that you do by being a cunt. Now that's something that's catching on. Alright, we're nearly at the end. I'm going to give you a minute just to refresh your drinks. Maybe you want to calm down with the vodka. Alright then, whatever. Are we good? Here we go.
I don't know where your logic comes from.
What a great question. Let me answer for you.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Of course, a fetus is not a parasite.
But he's about to go on and explain exactly why he thinks a fetus is a parasite. I told you, he's a cunt. Such a fucking cunt.
But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exhibit certain behaviors or certain parasitic behaviors, such as what a parasite would normally do.
Keep in mind, he's comparing unborn babies to parasites. Meaning he was a parasite once. Well, why break old habits?
For instance, it avoids rejection by the mother and exerts considerable influence over her metabolism.
Yeah, that's what motherhood does to women. It forces the female body to go through changes, often irreversible changes. Something your mother even went through. Not that I'm willing to acknowledge whatever traumas you obviously went through. Because you obviously think that because you were treated like a cunt, it gives you the permission to be a cunt.
For its own benefit, might I add. In particular, diverting blood and nutrients.
Fuck me. It is a minor miracle that your mother didn't see you as a parasite. But yet you still grew up to be one.
This also does not give back what it is that it takes.
Did you? Go on. Give your mother back everything you took from her. Her time, her blood, sweat, and tears, all the hours and years spent raising you, give it back. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by this new level of cuntery.
Of course, a fetus cannot be labeled as a parasite due to the fact that it is the same species.
Yeah, when it comes to parasites, only you are the same species.
However, the relationship between the mother and the fetus is certainly not symbiotic, thus leaving the fetus defined as having parasitic qualities, because it's not a mutual benefit where both organisms benefit off of one another.
No, the only thing that a mother has between her and her fetus or baby are maternal instincts, unconditional love, embracing the joys that is motherhood, and the privilege of a lifetime of watching someone grow up before you. Something you are yet to accomplish. Cunt. You know, when you said that a fetus technically isn't a parasite, I thought maybe a little bit of humanity was coming through. This is one of those instances where I don't mind being proven wrong.
Only one will benefit off of one.
Cunt. That's why I don't mind calling this cunt a cunt. The sheer lack of humanity is breathtaking.
And the fetus will only benefit off of the host. Use a little bit more critical thinking.
He finished his video with that sentence. I got nothing. No. This cunt is exactly why people want to disassociate themselves from the T's.